So I was like, where did my eye bags come from? Love you, Daddy. I got it from my daddy. But you know what? I love that Lift Tox for the eye is coming back. And I can't say enough. Everything is on 5 Flex. That ends tonight. So we're going to start off with the pain cream. This will not be available all night. We only have the final 1,500. So when I say this will sell out, do not wait on this. This is the only beauty brand that came up with a skincare treatment that addresses pain. So clinically proven to address arthritis pain. That is a huge deal. You can put this on your hands, your neck, your shoulders, your back, your knees, your feet. It's wonderful because it not only addresses arthritis pain, just if you just have regular joint pain because you know you worked out in the garden and you're sore, muscle pain because you worked out too hard, maybe you walked around the block, you got on the bike. This is the only thing. I mean, we don't have anything else on our website, and you can just search out there where it's a skincare treatment. Because Liz, 1 in 3 people have arthritis. When you're over the age of 60, 1 in 2 have arthritis. What made you create this?
Because so many of you were writing to me and in our focus group saying to me, you know, I canceled my vacation. I'm not going out of the house. I don't enjoy this. I'm not spending time with the grandkids because of pain. So I said to my chemist and my scientists, I said, okay, we got to do something. They're like, Liz, whoa, whoa, whoa. You're a beauty brand. You don't do those kind of things. And I'm like, what if Nakery's about listening to what they want, what you want, then we need to find a solution. So it took 2 years. We had to go through the FDA. We created something, as Debbie mentioned, is OTC without a prescription, and it's clean beauty, and more importantly, it works. It works like no other. So whether it's you, your best friend, your mom, your sister, your brother, your partner, your child, anyone in your household, anyone that has that buildup of cartilage, that buildup of stiff joints, that is arthritis. And as Debbie mentioned, 1 in 2 of us will eventually get arthritis if you are over 60. So to have something that you do not have to live in pain, you were talking earlier about pulling up your pants.
I couldn't pull up my jeans. Well, you know, when I got arthritis, it seemed like it happened overnight, and I didn't know what it was. Went to the doctor, and he said, well, I can give you shots. And I said, all I want to know is what I have. I'm going to find another solution. And I did find it. And as I said, the crazy part was the more that I was demonstrating, my hands don't hurt anymore. My thumbs were in such pain. So I actually, now I'm just doing the maintenance, you know, just kind of keeping it going so it doesn't come back.
So you get the cumulative result. So this will treat arthritis pain.
Yes.
So keep one on your nightstand because guess what? Arthritis flares up the worst at night. Why? Because your body isn't moving. You know, with arthritis, the key is to keep everything moving. Mm-hmm. So use it at night, be proactive with it. I also keep one in our kitchen. I call it my little first aid kit. It's something that you do not have to reapply. So if it's you, if it's your best friend, your mom, your brother, your partner, whoever it is that lives with pain, know that it's something that's constantly on somebody's mind. And so to have a solution that finally works and that is solving, Debbie, I get thousands of letters from so many of you. It's definitely been the most rewarding product at Nakery that I have ever made because the letters of people saying to me that, you know, I'm going on the cruise, I'm going on the vacation, I am not embarrassed to get out of the house and live my life.
Addresses minor muscle and joint pain. Who doesn't have that? That can be from getting out of the bed the wrong way, getting into the car the wrong way, picking up the kiddo the wrong way. Muscle and joint pain, it sneaks up on us. Joint aches, you're like, wow, all I did was, you know, take the kiddo to school, then I did my errands, and then I went grocery shopping, and then I was stopped by the pharmacy, and then I went to the gym. Well, no wonder you have the aches. I use this religiously. I can't say that I use every single Nakery item every single day. There are a few that I just have to use every single day, and this pain cream is one. I want you to think about that. Out of all that we sell with beauty, this is the only beauty team, and that's Liz Foltz, who listened to you and said, let's come up with a skincare treatment that will actually address pain, and arthritis pain at that. Do you know how hard it is to get this legally approved to say, in this tube, it addresses arthritis pain. In this tube, it addresses muscle strains, sprains, bruises, because it has arnica in it. In fact, I'm gonna show you what it looks like, because you're gonna be like, oops, I didn't get that on my white pan, I'm quick. It's got this wonderful bright yellow, that's the arnica. That addresses bruising. So maybe, you know, if you're diabetic or something like that, you know, bruises, they stay a little bit longer. It dissolves so quickly, and you're just gonna put this, if your hands are stiff and sore, I was so shocked when my sister and I were talking about, we already are seeing a little bit of arthritis in our hands. The most important area for me, my knee. I already put it on my knee because I fell on my knee. And Liz, the fact that you guys have a OTC label, which means this is a pain product without a prescription. You don't have to go to the doctor and say, hey, I need something for pain. This is approved, that OTC label, so hard to get, and it's on here. Explain that you guys just did the work on this, and I thank you for it, because it actually has made a big difference in my knee.
Yes, and it's definitely been the most rewarding product, and it's clean beauty. So if you've run to the drugstore because you can't, you know, deal with the pain, or you're buying one of those menthol sticks to numb the situation, to have something that is clean beauty that you feel so good about, that you're getting that pain relief, but that you can share with your family. You're not putting chemicals on anybody else in your household. But yes, this is a drug fact panel, so it is OTC without a prescription. So what that means is the FDA actually verified every single ingredient inside of here. So meaning that when you get it home, you can actually read the ingredients. As Debbie was saying, that bright yellow color is a mixture of arnica, capsicum, that drives the plant stem cells, the St. John's wort, and the magnesium into the joints so that you get that immediate relief from arthritis pain. It is the most incredible product, and I love hearing from so many of you, thousands of you, that write to me, or you send me messages saying, Liz, like Donna Kay was saying, you know, we had a rainstorm, and she said, Liz, you know, typically it flares up, right?
Well, you know, every time it rains, I mean, first of all, I would be in pain, and so then this one day, it was 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I said, oh my goodness, I don't have any pain. That's why I said it's cumulative.
Right.
It was wonderful.
Which is exciting because, again, if you are somebody that's living with pain, you almost can predict it, right? You almost set that alarm clock in your mind that you're gonna have to reapply something every 2 hours.
Right.
With arthritis, it becomes difficult to even open a jar, to button a shirt, or as Donna Kay was saying, to pull up your jeans. So to have something that you're gonna put on and you get that immediate relief, Debbie, you're not waiting, you know, 5 hours.
Right, and you guys, I have one in my desk right now. I wish we had a camera at my desk. I keep one at my desk because it's just like, you know, if I know I'm gonna stand for a long time, right before, I've been standing, this is my 4th hour. I had to put this on my knee. I also put it on my lower back. Lower back problems run in my family. The knee problem happened when I fell on it in the middle of the night trying to get up and go to the bathroom, and you know that little post on your bed, and it snagged one foot, and I went tumbling and I went down. And my husband, the dog, everybody was like, oh my gosh, and it really hurt. And you go, pain, we don't have to live with pain. That can affect, am I going to work? That can affect, am I going to church? When you're in pain, that can affect if I even want to talk to my loved ones on the phone. I want you to try something that actually works. The fact that we are legally approved to say that this addresses arthritis pain, that's a huge deal. Are you taking pills over the counter? I'm not messing around with that. You talk to your doctor about whether or not you should stop taking pills, but I do think you add this because it has all of these ingredients in it that you've heard of. Arnica. Now I always have to look because sometimes I get mixed up. Okay, capsicum, that is the bright yellow that I showed you that addresses inflammation. Arnica, that addresses bruising. Magnesium, that addresses the muscle aches. I'm gonna show you one more time. And you guys, what I love about this is it works. Now, this is about how much I probably put on my knee. I slather it on because I put it in the front knee, the back of the knee. I've started my physical therapy. I go again this week. So I'm not saying don't do the other things, but this, I saw an immediate help. It helps me, like I've been saying for my 4th hour, my knees don't hurt. And Liz, I thank you for that because nobody else thinks about, let's create something that addresses arthritis and muscle sprains and, you know, bruises and simple back aches, because that can make or break you. That is, am I gonna have a good day or am I gonna have a bad day? And I want you guys to have a good day. Secure it on auto ship, because when this sells out, and we only have 900 or so left, and this will sell out. This is a huge, huge hit. And I don't say that to brag or anything like that. I say that because I'm glad you found something that works for you. But this is $24.95, and if we sell out of this, Liz, I think you said we won't get it back until June.
Yes, because it is FDA cleared, because it is OTC, you have to make it a certain way, you have to follow a certain protocol, you have to follow a certain recipe. So yes, it'll be back in June, but here's the thing. One tube should last you quite some time. Unopened, it has a 3-year shelf life. So if you want to, you know, have one on your nightstand, have one in your kitchen like I do. Patsy, quickly, tell us about your bruise.
Well, I want to talk about something besides arthritis, and that's women of a certain age, maybe men too, bruise. I had a bruise, honestly, that was the entire length of my arm.
Yep.
And Liz said, well, what is that? And she said, why didn't you use the cream? I said, well, it doesn't hurt. It's just a bruise. She said, it has arnica. Duh, of course. I used it, and within a few days, it had diminished so much you could hardly see it. And I just, for bruising, I mean, if that's another area that I've got to work for, like, where did that come from?
So yes, you can also use it proactively, right? And I love what you were saying earlier about the cruise.
Right.
Packed it first, used it first.
Yeah, I pack it, I use it. These things like this, beauty items, you know, if you feel good, you're gonna look good. And I want to, if I'm away from home, I want everything that I have at home that's gonna help me. I am proactive with things like this.
You guys, it works, and we have several hundred of you calling right now. I'm going to give you just maybe a couple more seconds here. I want you to get in on this. It's going to sell out. I want you to use the QR code to get to the front of the line, because it's not an if, it's when you get arthritis, because you live long enough, and maybe you're a runner, maybe you're a gardener, maybe you're clumsy like me. I fell on my knee. I think I showed you guys my bruise. I fell another time. I got to pay attention, because it's a long way down, honey, because I'm 5'11". So I'm being a lot more careful. But seriously, this works. And when I went to the doctor, I always tell my doctor what I'm taking, right? My doctor knows that I don't like to take a lot of pills. And thank goodness I have a doctor who was always telling me, these are some of the other things that you can use. When I told her there's arnica in here, she said, that's great. You bruise so easily, right? Because I'm pre-diabetic. And I told her there's capsicum in here. She said, that's great, because that's known for inflammation. I want you to research that. But at the age of 60 and up, 1 in 2 people have arthritis. Almost everybody I know gets joint pain, Liz, or muscle aches, and you're the first one to create something, that OTC label, it's on the back of here, which means this is a pain remedy without a prescription. That is huge.
Yes, and it's clean beauty. So think about this for your mom, your sister, your partner, anyone else that you live with that is living with pain, that is having to put something on that maybe they got at the drugstore where you can't read the ingredients, and they're putting it on every 2 hours. Give them something like this, or maybe you're gonna share yours with them, but let them try it and get that kind of relief. They will be a completely different person. As we were saying earlier, you know, when you live in pain, it changes your mood. You don't feel good. And, you know, I know everyone's so, and we all are visual, right? And, you know, how we look is important, but I think it's the opposite. You know, if you feel good, then you are gonna look good. And that's what this does. It gives you that pain relief, and you don't have to think about it. You can leave it at home, get out of the house, and live your life.
But you know, it also, you want to move your hands, so when you massage, because if you don't move it, you're going to lose it. And when you're in pain, you're like, oh, I don't want to. So that's the beauty of this.
Right.
It goes with the movement too.
Right.
And that's how you're going to gain your flexibility back again. That's what happens. Yeah. So. It's a great product.
You got your flexibility back. You're an artist, and
Yes.
in a very important story, I know what also inspired you. Tell the surgeon story. I mean,
Yes.
that's very important.
Yes, Yatel, my famous, wonderful chemist that I get to work with every single day, was actually creating a product for a very famous plastic surgeon who couldn't move his hands. So we put the two together, and it was funny because she had this bright yellow jar on her desk, and I said, you got to explain to me, what is it? And she said, Liz, it's expensive, back away. And I was like, no, we got to have that. If it's for arthritis pain, we need to have it. So it's exciting because it's helped thousands and thousands of people. And yes, I wish we had it on auto ship, Debbie, but we don't, but someday.
No, if you don't get this, guys, tonight, it is going to sell out. We only have 366 left. You can see it. Stay on the phones if you want to get it, because there are several hundred people calling, and use the QR code. Try to get to the front of the line so that you can get something that works on pain. I also have a special lip treatment here, $10.